Look around your living room right now. You probably have a smart speaker, a smart TV, maybe a smart thermostat. You think they make your life easier. But right now, in Silicon Valley, a strange and quiet panic is spreading. The very elite engineers who build artificial intelligence are quietly ripping these devices out of their own homes, unplugging them, throwing them in the trash. What exactly do they know about your living room that you don't? You're being watched, but not in the way you think. It's a silent, invisible invasion. If you want to survive this dark reality, you might want to stick around and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Because over the next few minutes, you're going to discover a terrifying truth about your own home. A secret that proves your smart devices don't need a microphone to read your mind. The true danger is completely invisible. For years, we've all shared the same paranoid fear. We worry that our smart speakers are secretly recording our conversations. We think some rogue employee is listening to us argue, or that a hacker is watching us through our security cameras. That's the Hollywood version of surveillance. It's a comfortable lie, and elite developers know it's a massive distraction from a threat that is infinitely more invasive. The truth is much colder. The real nightmare doesn't need a microphone. It doesn't need a camera. It doesn't even care what you say. It's something much quieter, something you can't turn off, no matter how many privacy settings you tweak. The architects of modern AI are retreating to dumb homes. They're trading voice-controlled lights for physical switches. And the reason why will make you look at your Wi-Fi router with pure dread. There's an underground whisper network in the tech industry right now. You won't find a publicized mass exodus in the mainstream news. But on private forums and encrypted messaging groups, a growing number of engineers are sharing a very dark realization. They're looking at the machine learning models they build at work. Then, they look at the blinking lights on their own smart devices, and they suddenly realize they've built their own prison. Imagine being an elite developer. You spend your days training deep learning algorithms to find hidden patterns in massive oceans of data. You know exactly how ruthless the math can be. You know that no human behavior can remain hidden from a properly trained neural network. Then you go home and you log into your own network dashboard. You see dozens of silent, blinking devices, each one quietly phoning out to servers thousands of miles away. Every single second, your smart home is generating a digital heartbeat. And this heartbeat is exactly what researchers at Princeton University warned us about. In a landmark peer-reviewed study, they proved a terrifying concept. They called it "a smart home is no castle." Most people believe that because their internet traffic is encrypted, their privacy is safe. You think that because the data is locked in a digital vault, no one can see inside. You're wrong. Elite developers know that encryption is merely an illusion of safety. Think of encryption like a thick, sealed envelope. Nobody can read the letter inside. But the post office still knows exactly when the envelope was sent. They know how heavy it is. They know the size of the package. In the world of cybersecurity, this is called network traffic metadata. And to a modern artificial intelligence system, that metadata is a devastatingly accurate weapon. Every device in your home has a unique digital signature. A smart plug behaves differently than a smart light bulb. A smart speaker downloads data differently than a smart thermostat. Even when they aren't actively being used, they pulse. They send tiny encrypted packets of data over your Wi-Fi network. Just a few bytes here and there. A silent, rhythmic telemetry. To a human, it looks like random, meaningless static. To an AI, it's a perfect map. This is the exact moment the elite developers realized the danger. They know what happens when you feed that random static into a deep learning model. The algorithms strip away the chaos. They learn the exact pulse of every single device in your house. They don't need to break the encryption. They just watch the rhythm. By analyzing the timing and the volume of these invisible data packets, the AI can see right through your walls. Academic labs have already proven how dangerous this is. Researchers conducted a real-world attack demonstration called Privacy Guard. They installed 31 different IoT devices across 5 actual smart homes. They didn't hack any cameras. They didn't intercept a single microphone feed. They only collected the raw network traffic metadata, the exact same data that your internet service provider can see every single day. The results sent shockwaves through the machine learning community. By simply watching the size and timing of encrypted data packets, the deep learning models reconstructed the residents' entire lives. The AI knew exactly when someone woke up. It knew when they walked into the kitchen to make coffee. It knew when they left the house and when they came back. It knew when they were sleeping. It mapped out their daily routines with terrifying precision. all from the simple metadata of encrypted smart devices talking to the internet. This is why the panic is spreading among those who know too much. You can buy the most expensive, secure router on the market. You can physically mute the microphone on your smart speaker. You can put tape over the lens of your security camera. It simply doesn't matter. The sheer volume of traffic betraying your existence can't be stopped. Your routine is being broadcasted to the world in a language only machines can read. But surely the tech giants are fixing this, right? Surely they've built defenses against this kind of surveillance. That's exactly what they tried to do. Engineers developed complex countermeasures. They created systems designed to inject fake data traffic into your network, masking your real activity. They called it adversarial machine learning. It was supposed to be the ultimate shield for smart home users. It was supposed to let developers sleep peacefully at night. It failed completely. A devastating peer-reviewed study in 2021 targeted Google Home devices specifically. The researchers wanted to see if these advanced countermeasures actually protected users against traffic analysis attacks. The answer was a resounding no. The adversarial defenses were largely ineffective. The deep learning models simply cut right through the artificial noise. They ignored the fake data and locked onto the real human behavior hidden underneath. The shield was entirely useless. This was the breaking point. The moment the curtain fell, elite developers finally understood that they couldn't outsmart their own creations. You can't hide from a system that's mathematically designed to find patterns in pure chaos. The machine learning models are just too good. The math always wins. When the people who write the algorithms realize the algorithms can't be stopped, they do the only logical thing left. They pull the plug. Picture a senior machine learning engineer sitting in their home office. It's 2 a.m. The house is completely dark and entirely silent. But on their computer screen, the network traffic logs are moving at light speed. Hundreds of lines of code scrolling endlessly. The smart fridge, the baby monitor, the smart TV, dozens of devices, all supposedly asleep, yet constantly whispering out into the dark web of the internet. A never-ending digital betrayal. In that lonely, quiet moment, the engineer sees the truth. It isn't just about the devices collecting data. It's about a continuous, silent conversation regarding their family's every single move. Every footstep, every habit, translated into encrypted metadata. But knowing what the AI can see is only half the nightmare. Because knowing what the AI sees is nothing compared to who is actually buying this data. You might think the tech giant who made your device is the only one watching. You're wrong. That data gets splintered. It flows into a dark, unregulated marketplace of data brokers. These are companies you've never heard of. They harvest the encrypted metadata of billions of devices. They don't care about your name, they care about your habits. And they feed your daily routine into their own massive servers. Once the data brokers have your network pulse, they run it through the same deep learning models the elite engineers built. Instantly, your encrypted static turns into a behavioral profile. Are you waking up later than usual? Is the smart coffee maker sitting idle? Are the lights staying on until 3 in the morning? The algorithm connects the dots. It paints a painfully intimate picture of your life, completely legally. This is where the real danger begins. The profile isn't just stored. It's used to predict your future. Insurance companies, credit agencies, and marketing firms buy these predictive models. If the telemetry shows you pacing at night and skipping meals, the AI flags you. It decides you're stressed, maybe depressed, maybe a financial risk. Your health and wealth are being judged by the silent rhythm of your smart bulbs. This is exactly why the creators of AI are getting out. They're experiencing a digital Frankenstein moment. They built the inference engines. They wrote the code that turns chaotic metadata into crystal clear human psychology. Now, they see that very same code aimed directly at their own living rooms. They know the monster they created can't be reasoned with. It only consumes data, and your home is an endless buffet. Now, you won't see this on the nightly news. There's no official industry report announcing a mass exodus of developers. But talk to anyone deep inside the machine learning labs. It's a growing, undeniable anecdotal trend. In private, these engineers share guides on how to strip smart tech from their homes. They're quietly reverting to analog tools. The very people designing the future are refusing to live in it. Why don't they warn us publicly? The answer is simple. Billions of dollars are on the line. Non-disclosure agreements keep their mouths shut. The entire smart home industry relies on the public believing that encryption means privacy. If the general public understood that traffic analysis makes encryption irrelevant, the market would collapse overnight. The engineers protect their own families. but they can't afford to tell you to protect yours. You might be thinking you can just change your settings. You think you can go into your app and turn off data sharing. That's the biggest lie of all. The opt-out button is a placebo. It might stop the device from sending audio logs, but it doesn't stop the network telemetry. The device still has to maintain its connection. It still pulses. The invisible logs keep flowing no matter what you click. Think about your smart TV. Even if you never use its smart features, it's hardwired to scan your environment. Actually, hit the like button right now if you have a smart TV in your bedroom. Some of these devices will actively seek out open Wi-Fi networks just to phone home. They're Trojan horses disguised as luxury electronics. You brought them inside for convenience. In exchange, you gave an unblinking artificial eye a permanent seat on your couch. Try buying a dumb television today. Try finding a high-end appliance that doesn't want your Wi-Fi password. It's almost impossible. The market is forcing this surveillance onto us. The hardware trap is closing. Tech companies sell these devices at a loss because the real product isn't the plastic and glass. The real product is the continuous stream of your behavioral digital footprint. You're the product being mined every single day. So, how do the elite engineers live? They build digital fortresses. If they must have a smart device, they isolate it. They set up heavy local network firewalls. They use devices called pie holes to block outgoing telemetry. They spend hours configuring custom servers that don't talk to the outside world. They treat their smart home devices like hostile invaders. Because they know the moment a device touches the open internet, it betrays them. This creates a terrifying divide. The architects of the AI age live in secure, private analog sanctuaries. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is encouraged to fill their homes with cheap internet-connected microphones and sensors. We're building the ultimate surveillance network with our own credit cards. The elites protect themselves from the algorithms, while we eagerly expose our children to them. It's a modern tragedy hidden in plain sight. You can't patch this problem with a software update. This is what the 2021 Google Home study proved. Even when they tried to mask the data with fake traffic, the AI easily saw through the noise. The system is functioning exactly as it was designed to. The flaw isn't a bug, the flaw is the connection itself. As long as the device communicates, the telemetry exists. And as long as that footprint exists, you're naked. They don't need to hear your voice, they don't need to see your face. By mapping the digital heartbeat of your home, they create an invisible ghost of you. This ghost wakes up when you do. It goes to work when you do. It paces the floor when you're anxious. And this ghost is constantly whispering everything it knows to servers sitting in cold, dark data centers across the globe. This is the dark secret of Silicon Valley. This is the unseen danger the creators of AI know about. They know that privacy in a smart home is mathematically impossible. They know that encryption is a lock on a glass door. It stops people from walking in, but it doesn't stop anyone from watching every single thing you do. That's why they're ripping the wires out of their walls. You're now part of the small group of people who know the truth. You understand why the blink of a router isn't just a sign of connection, but a sign of extraction. The question is, what will you do about it? Will you keep the convenience? Will you let the digital heartbeat of your home keep pulsing into the void? Or will you do what the engineers do and pull the plug? Tonight, when you turn off the lights, look closely at your living room. Look at the tiny red and blue LEDs glowing in the dark. Listen to the absolute silence of your house. And remember, in the eyes of a deep learning model, your home is screaming. It's broadcasting your life to anyone who knows how to listen. The surveillance never sleeps. The machines are always learning. And you're always teaching them. If you found this disturbing, you aren't alone. There are more secrets hidden in the technology we use every day, and I'm going to expose all of them. Do not let the algorithms control your reality. Hit the subscribe button right now. Turn on the notifications. Leave a comment below telling me which smart device you're going to unplug first. Stay vigilant, stay analog, and I'll see you in the next dark chat.